Good evening. Hello. Hello. Hello, guys. Let me see if I can go live for real. I am. Hey. Hi. How are you today? Oh, we have a screenshot of the day, which is actually an Unreal screenshot. Wow. Sometimes we got those. There are very few, actually. There is a very old one. Was when combat started to work. But yeah. Yeah. It was quite some time ago, but... Hello, Funner. How are you? Welcome. 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 Chicken, huh? I like chicken. I can eat it in a second. I need 100 chickens, not only one. I eat a lot. Tigers eat a lot. Okay, so yeah, the setup is done. I have a good news for you, Funner. Look. Look, huh? Oh no, it's not here. Where is it? Probably it's only dashboard. What is the link? Streamlabs. Streamlabs. This one. Look. Look here what I added, huh? I added new ones. Look. We have some with Geralt. Ah, you like that, huh? Many new ones. Well, not many, but anyway, a few. A few of Geralt that you can try, okay? I added 5. No, 6. There are actually 6 of them. And maybe I will add more in the future. But for now I added those ones. Not bad, huh? Not bad. You will like that. I know that you like it. I know. Okay, so I want to test, before going to the topic of the day. The topic of the day is camera movement. I have some problems with moving the camera. You have seen it yesterday when we are on the mount. But before going there, I want to do something. I want to check why certain items are not working as why we have some crashes on the database, right? And we have some crashes on the server related to canceling of active item modifiers. I don't know exactly why it's happening. I don't know if it's related to the bug that I already fixed for spells the other day, because we don't know, because the production server doesn't have that fix yet. So we need to test it locally first. But the point is that we have this crash, right? We have this crash, and this crash is coming in a cancel equip. It's coming in a cancel equip script, right? So it's an item that we have in our inventory, which is producing an effect, like a magical effect, and that then is getting refreshed somehow by the code, right? After that one is getting cancelled. And this thing is failing. This is failing. So anyways, crashing in some cases. Now we have two ways to do it, but I think we can do it the full way. So let me search for in the production database. I will do this. I will just go on the other screen for 1 second. I will search my account. Okay, my account is number 14. Good. I will take the characters and I will search by name. I will search by name, and I will take this character, which is the one Tosor, which is the one that is reporting the bug, and I will do an update of this one to my account. So basically I'm moving his
Ready
character.
for some fun?
I will move his character to my account. Okay, I will move his character to my account. I did it now. So if now I start my server, right, locally, but I need to use the production database, and I can do it also without loading NPC and all of that, because it's not needed. So if I go planeshift_prod2, and then I say repopulate items false, repopulate NPC false, load quest false, I mean we do all of that false because we don't need it. And then we start the client and the server. We will see what happens. So I will have his character on my account, and so I can test, right? And it is obviously only on my machine. Parapapapam. Holy shit. Let me see if I have more information. No. We don't have more information. GG! It's already GG. We just started. It's already GG. What happened? Why is GG already? For some good reason, the new redeem action is not working. Ay. Why? Maybe I didn't do them right. I don't know. I didn't do them right? It's possible, eh? Because it's long time I don't do them. And maybe I didn't do them right. Because it's long time I don't add one. Maybe I put the redeem in the... Wait. There is a way to fix it. We can check another one. Like the drum roll, right? Drum roll, I said the drum roll, redeem drum roll, okay. And here I have... redeem show alert, redeem I didn't click on this. Wait a second. I think I know why. Redeem congratulation, 10 minus quantity minus 1. I think I didn't have this one. Enabled. So I think you actually redeemed it, but it didn't show up. Wait. Yeah. They are all without. Wait, I'm saving them. I'm saving them all again. I'm saving them all again. I'm saving a lot of stuff. I'm saving. Okay, try now. I'm just checking if I don't have duplicates, because there are so many. Then maybe I...
Let's get to work.
Let's get to work. Okay, it works now, you see? Yeah, there was just the missing link. Let's get to work. I mean, it's a very deep voice. By the way, it's not very easy to find, you know, voices of Geralt which are like applicable to us, right? Because he's always in his voice lines, he's always fighting someone, or he's always, you know, upset about someone, right? No characters found. Holy moly, what do you mean? What do you mean no characters found? Ah, because I had to log in. Okay, I know why.
Congratulations. Doing a great job here.
Congratulations. Doing a great job. He has this voice which is very deep, you know. So I don't know if it's... You see that I have Tolstoy in my list now? Easy. Okay, I want to see if we crash. I want to see if we crash. Well, first of all, if we can at least log in. Yes, but we can log in. So basically there seems to be an issue with he was trying to equip a bow or something. I don't know what he was trying to do, but I think he was just trying to equip a bow. I don't see a bow here. Sack 1. Okay, he has a lot of sacks. Shore bow of the warrior. No, he was trying to equip something. Amulet. He was trying to equip one. In which sack is that? He was trying to equip Amulet of the Raptor. Amulet of the Raptor from slot 6. Updating inventory status. Amulet of the Raptor. Ah, is the one that he has in his is equipped. Okay, so let's try to move this one and see if we crash. It seems we don't crash. It seems we don't crash. But in his case, he was crashing, right? So, or my fix is already is also affecting this one, or wow, so many arrows in the inventory. And so many potions. Why the enchanted belt is looking like this? No idea. He said he was actually in Oja, not here, but I don't think it makes any difference. The place where you are is not making any difference. Let me just see if he's online and I can ask him. I'm doing the same thing on stream now. Removing the amulet, but it's not crashing here. I think it was just trying to remove. I can equip and unequip arrows, but I cannot. But not equip the plain rock pick. I tried to set down the bow. I don't see a bow though. I see. Because you see the bow is giving bonuses of some kind. So removing the bow for me works. So maybe are already my fixes, right? It is possible that my fixes, because I did a lot of changes to because I have these fixes in my installation, right? So I think that's probably the reason. I don't see crashes. I don't see crashes, which is good. Also, this one gets updated, right? So if I remove the belt, or you see the belt goes away. If I remove the ring, I mean, we can try to mess up a bit with the inventory and see. Okay, it may be my fix, or it may be something else that is different in the production server, but in theory, it should not be. Okay. So it seems to be fine with my code, with my fixes. So probably, I mean, hopefully it will not crash anymore. Also in production, unless there is something else, you know, unless there is something else on his character while he's in production. Like, for example, I don't know, the Dakru course or something else that is adding to spell effects that we don't know. So I would say that for now, that is kind of postponed, right? This is kind of postponed, in the sense that it seems to be fine with the new code. Okay.
Those methods, pure invention, only work in legends and fables.
What do you mean working in Legends and Fables? What do you mean? I mean, whatever I do is real stuff. I'm not inventing anything from scratch, you know? What I'm doing is real. Is real stuff. Easy real stuff. Okay. So let's postpone for a second that problem because it doesn't happen here. And let's go with the camera movement, which is the topic of today. Okay. So the problem that we have, and it's something that I absolutely need to solve, but I don't know how to solve yet, is that, and I can show you, whenever we are trying to mount our drifter, right? I get, so let me go normal plane shift, and let me restart the server and the client. So whenever I try to mount my drifter, what happens is that the camera I think is getting passed to the new pawn, and the engine is trying to see if there is a camera there. Now, if I have a camera there, like I have now, which is called camera while riding, this one that I added, if I have a camera on this guy, this camera will be used, right? But when this happens, then the camera goes super crazy. Goes super crazy. So let me summon my pet, and he's here. So basically, yes, now I'm in the condition where I have the camera on the creature, right? And as soon as when I have the camera on the creature, you see that it's in the middle of the body of the creature, but that's okay because this is exactly where I placed it, right? You see that the camera is down there, but I tried to put it as 000 because I wanted to see if was the 000 the problem, right? It seems it's not. It seems it's not. The good news is that we cannot mount properly, but definitely having a camera because we have different options. Okay, let me try to summarize the options that we have. Wow, we did a lot of work on this thing. Let me clean this one, which is useless. So my player controller, I don't know if my player controller actually has a camera or not, but I think my player controller does not have a camera, to my understanding. Yeah, I don't think he has any camera. I think my character BP has a camera, which is getting created on the fly in the initialization. You don't see it here on the left, but in reality it exists. And is created here. When we do the camera setup, right? And in the camera setup, we do a bunch of things, including... By the way, do we do it? Let me check. Self is what? Self is the character, so it's not the controller. Eh? So we do it on self. So on the character, we add a spring arm component. On the character, we add a camera component. and we attach the camera component to the spring arm. Hello, Stray. Hi. Good evening. Assuming that is evening for you. So, and then we do this, activate. This one I don't know what is it. Activate. Activate the scene component. Activate, okay. So we are activating the camera. And then we are changing the camera to third person. Changing the camera to third person. So what is this doing? Is doing the same attach to component we did already. So I don't know why we do it twice, but anyway. Seems that we are trying to attach again the camera to the spring arm. Then we are setting a socket offset of -50 of y of 50, okay. Then we are clearing the relative transform as it may be instead when speaking with NPC. Okay. Then we set first person to false. We put the camera distance to 400. We set the pawn control rotation. I don't know what we do here. And then we set... And then we unhide any components. Okay. This happens because we can actually execute this if we want, huh? If we want, we can execute this. Because this one, I think, is linked at the moment to, yes, input action, third camera, which I think is like F2 or F1. F2. So actually if I press F2, we just reset the camera basically. If I'm mounted, right, and I press F2, you see that nothing happens because at the moment is apart from the fact that I can see the camera, but it's kind of weird. Probably because I did the unhide of all the components and one of the components is the camera. But anyway, okay, let me try to remove that camera. Because anyway, the camera on the character is not working, right? It's really doing weird stuff. So let me remove it from here. So if I remove it from here, in theory, you should use the camera that is on PS character BP. Are you in the same time zone? Okay, nice. So we don't have wait. So player controller, no camera. Okay, we don't have a camera component. PS character BP, which is basically our super class where all our characters are inheriting from. He has a camera that is created on the fly, which is created on begin play, right? So when we set up the character and we create the camera on begin play, we create the spring arm, and we connect the camera to the spring arm. Okay, so this is what we do. And then we set a number of other things, but it was a bit long to explain it all. Then on our drifter character, right? On our drifter character, at the moment we don't have a camera, so we have no camera. But we tried, you know, we tried an alternate scenario where actually we had a camera on him. And if we had a camera, if we had a local camera to this guy, what happens is that basically I cannot rotate the camera anymore. Cannot rotate camera anymore. And the movement is completely weird. Movement is wrong. I don't know why, but movement is like completely wrong, right? So that is if I add the local camera. Now without local camera, hello Digistar, hi, welcome. I tested your character on my installation and it's actually working fine. So I think that the fix how to post images in Discord is very easy. You just copy paste. So you just do like window key to copy to take the screenshot, window key shift S, and then you just control V in Discord. Assuming that you are not on Mac. If you're on Mac, I don't know, Apple V or something. So if we use the camera, I need to change the time of the day, otherwise I always need to do this. If I summon my pet, right, and I go on top of my pet now. Now you see that I can rotate now the camera? I can rotate the camera now. I don't know why, but I can. Let me try to F2. F2 is doing nothing though. F1 is doing nothing as well. I can rotate the camera, but basically I'm inside a creature. So it's like if the spring arm has been reset or something. It is very strange. So something is happening when I... So at the moment I'm not doing anything else, right, to the camera. No, I'm not doing anything else to the camera. So I'm just possessing, and in theory the camera should be the same. I don't know if I have a way to see. Well, in theory if I go like this, I should be able... Yeah, you see that the camera is actually here. I mean, the camera is where it should be, but my view is actually stuck into the character, right? And let me see if I rotate like this. I want to see if the camera now is... No, the camera is standing there. So it's like if we are not applying, it's like if we are actually not using the right camera. We are using like a default 000 camera that is centered in the middle of the NPC. So it's like if we cannot find the original camera. So we have another way that I was testing just before starting to stream, which is this. So I could, you know, I could set myself, right, new view target. No, wait a second. This is not correct. New view target with blend. We usually set the target as the camera. No, myself as the target and the new view target as the camera, no? If I remember right. Yes, but we need a player controller. So the target is the player controller. The camera is the new view target. Okay, the target is the player controller. Okay, which is this guy. Which is correct. But the new view target should be... should be my camera. I cannot do it because this is not an actor. I mean, this one wants... this one wants an actor. Hey, unfortunately... Unfortunately, set view target with blend is only on player controller. You tried, but probably not exactly that. I don't know. I can try exactly the same sequence, you know, that you did, but I'm not sure that if it's the same or not. But it seems to me that basically in your case, whenever you try to unequip any item, considering you have a lot of magical items on you, something is going bad, right? But in my case, it's not. Unfortunately, it's not easy for me to have you test on my machine at the moment because that machine is not updated. I mean, it's a bit of a mess. I mean, it will take me too much time to actually create a release only for that, right? But when we have the new release, I think that will be fixed. But is this a new problem? Like you did not have it in the previous releases? Because that's strange. In theory, if it's the bug that I'm thinking to, it was already present. In theory, it was already present also in the previous releases. Okay, so if I do this, wait, if I do, I mean, I can do this, but I think that this will never work. Wait, let me try. Because this one will probably not have the, I don't know, let's see. Let's see what it does. I really hope that Epic will solve the problems with Linux because I mean, it's on their table. I cannot do much on my side. The only thing I can do on my side is continuously sending them logs of crashes and notifying them of the problems, right? So this is the only thing I can do. But I cannot really solve the Linux issue because it's bigger than me. I mean, the problem is inside the Vulkan drivers and it's not something that I can fix. So if I do the view target with blend, the incredible thing that I can see the camera, which is ridiculous. Whoa, the camera disappeared. What happened? I clicked on it and it disappeared. What? What the hell? Did the server crash or what? I think the server crashed. No? What is going on? The camera is up there. Can I see it? No, I cannot see it. Why I cannot see it? Something strange is going on, boys, with this camera setup. Also, the character is rotated. Why the character is rotated? I don't understand. Ah, because I did the middle mouse. And so he rotated based on... okay. That's... okay, that was not planned. Okay. And by the way, I cannot dismount. I cannot dismount. I don't know why, but I cannot dismount. Wait. Something super weird happened. I think I clicked on stuff that I should have not clicked. But I think it would be nice to understand which camera is which. I don't know if I... No, mount should work, but also unmount. Yes, unmount, but now also mount. If you say mount and you are on a mount, it will dismount. So I just changed it. So should work also in that case. But here the problem I mean, we only have a problem of camera because everything else seems to work fine. No, actually now I cannot dismount anymore. I cannot dismount anymore. Is it the change on... Why the camera... This is something that I really don't understand. Why the camera is modifying the way the game works? Ah no, that is my mistake, sorry. Because I didn't flag this. I didn't flag this. Okay, so I connected it wrongly. Okay, this is my bad. So we were not setting this one. And so that's why. Okay. But anyway, so now I will be able to dismount. But trying to connect to the camera of the mount does nothing, okay? Because probably the mount does not have a camera. If I try to connect to the camera of the rider, right? To the camera of the rider. Let me just change the time because it's annoying that I don't I don't have the right timing and it's always night and I have to change it all the time. Server options, view table, refresh. Let's say 8 in the morning. Okay, so now at least when we connect, it will be day. I can steer my drifter spin in a circle. Yes, that is what I'm... well, that part is already fixed, by the way. In my version, that part is already fixed. Because I changed the way mounts are working. Because they were really working bad in the previous version. So now... now mounts are working much better, I have to say. But still I have a problem with... still I have a problem with the camera. My only problem at the moment is the camera. You see, now I can move normally. I mean, I can move, I can jump, I can go around. Right? But like now, I cannot move the camera anymore. Now let me try F2 and F1. F1. I don't understand what is happening, boys. F1, which is basically changing the camera to first person, in theory, is making the mouse move the whole creature. It is probably because the creature is set to follow the rotation of the... wow. If I go F2, which is basically third person, then I cannot move anymore my camera. Right? So one way or another, our camera is always wrong. No matter what we do, our camera is always wrong. Which is this camera, by the way. So this camera was originally attached to this guy, okay? Because yes, it was. It was attached to that guy. Right? But for whatever reason now, I cannot move it. So this is the camera that we are using. The only camera that exists. Okay, the only camera that exists. So when I do the on possess, what happens is that the engine is trying to use the camera that is defined on the creature that I'm possessing. And is finding no camera. And so by default is going to 000. Right? I think, at least, I think. If I force the camera myself, you need a very padded sound. Yeah, to move, because it's moving too much. By the way, I think the same is happening with the Rivnak, but... do you think that the creature... because the creature actually should have the controller, but you see that for some reason... the creature is not saying that he has a controller. I don't know if he's inside his head, but I don't think so. No, it's not inside his head. But in theory, this creature has a controller. The only controller that we see is in the middle of the screen, no controller, clear of F. But we don't see the controller on the creature. Huh. So when let me try just stop follow, so at least he's not following me. Okay. So when I'm with my character, the camera works perfectly, right? Apart from the F1, which is removing my head, but the F1 is removing my head. Yes, I know. That's something I need to remove from the game. But when I'm alone and not on the mount, my camera is working perfectly, right? And so, for example, now my camera is here on the side. If I go in debug mode, you see the camera is exactly there, right? The camera is exactly there. Right? I can move the camera. I can move my character. And everything works. Now, as soon as I jump on the mount, the camera stops working. Right? The first weird thing that happens is that I'm rotated to the front. You see? I'm not doing anything. I'm just mounting. But you see that I'm rotated like 180 degrees to the front. That is super weird. Let me try to remove again the controller rotation. Let's remove use controller desired rotation. Okay. Let's remove this one second, and let's redo the same test. Because there is something strange going on there. It's not an easy problem, huh? It's not an easy problem. It looks easy, but yeah, just the camera. Just put the camera where it should be. Hey, but the camera seems to be linked, you know, to the characters so much. It seems that there is a link between the camera and the character that I didn't understand yet. So I'm missing something. I'm sure I'm missing something, but I don't know what. Okay, so we have again our drifter here. Now I will mount. Okay, now we didn't do the 180 degree, yeah? But still I cannot move my camera. And moving, I think moving is kind of fine. It moves a bit slow, but apart from that it's fine. Yeah, we will need to change the speed. Why is looking at this direction? Why is looking on the right? I have no idea. Why was looking in the right direction? It's because I mounted from the right. If I mount straight, it's always looking in the right direction. I don't know why. But you know, this camera for me will be okay if I can move it, but I cannot move it. Am I using the right camera? Wait, let me just tell the guy not to follow, because I think that this may have also an impact on. Holy shit. Why sometimes... Why some... What? What happened to my character? He's walking backward. Holy shit. He's walking backward, boys. No, I don't understand what is going on. I don't understand what is going on. Why changing the camera affects the movement? I don't understand that. I don't understand why. I mean, for sure it has something to do with the mount, right? So when I mount, I get in trouble. But I don't understand, like, why now we have a weird rotation? I mean, what got a weird rotation? What is it? What is in my character that got a weird rotation? You see that I walk backward like Michael Jackson? I'm bad, I'm really, really bad. I mean, I'm moonwalking. And this happened only after I dismounted from this. Fuck. Why? Why? Okay, let me undo one thing. Let me undo... the problem is that if I don't do this, then the camera will be in 0, 0, 0. I will not even be able to move it. Right? If I don't do this, we have seen it already. I can do it again. Okay, so we are not doing this. So we are not resetting the camera to the one of the rider. So with this setting, the camera goes to 0, 0, 0 in the center of the creature. And there is no way for me to move it. It doesn't seem to happen at mounting time, because I tried again to mount in different angles and it was still fucked up. But I'm not very concerned about that. I'm more concerned on how the hell do I get a proper camera while I'm mounted. Which should not be a hard question. It should be an easy question, but unfortunately it doesn't seem to be easy. Right? So you see now, I did not reset the camera to the one of the rider, and so Unreal Engine created like a camera which is exactly in the middle of the creature. Okay, so it's in the middle of the body. Because it didn't find a valid camera, and so it's creating this one. I can move around fine. I mean, moving around is not a problem. I can also see a camera. You see that camera there? I can see it. And I don't know if that one... I think that one is the one of the rider. Now, what happened before is that I clicked on it and it disappeared. No, now it's not doing it. But anyway. So I can properly dismount, right? I can probably dismount, I can probably walk, I can properly walk. I can properly mount again. Look around. And move. And jump. So this seems to be the best case. Apart from the camera being in the middle, this seems to be the best case. Right? So, do you think that the engine is creating a fictional camera? Hello, Filthy. Can you add an arm component camera monster? Hey, I tried that already, but it was not working either. We can try that again. We can try that again. We can try that again. Okay, so the thing that I did... Let's try that case. Let's try that case. So what I did, I said, okay, setting it here doesn't work, right? So I said, oh, let's go on the character, on the drifter, right? And let's create a camera for him, right? So I created spring arm component. Now this is disabled, right? But now I enable it again. So we add a spring arm component. We set the spring arm to spring arm. We enable the camera. We create a camera component on the creature. We set the camera to the one of the creature. Right? We do all this nice stuff. Now the only problem that I'm thinking is that this is done on begin play. Maybe I should do it when I switch the camera. We can do it when I switch the camera. It's no problem. It's no problem. Switch to mount camera. Okay, we can create a function. Let's disconnect this. We can create a camera. We can do this only when we mount the creature. Okay. So we create a spring arm component, which by the way we already have one because it's the one that we created for the character BP, or no. Is this one will never exist. It doesn't exist. So I can do that. In theory, the best would be to create it before, and then to set it only when I mount, right? Click on the add armor component node from detail, check use point controller rotation. I mean, I can also add it from here, yes. The problem is that if I add it from here, I don't have a lot of control, you know, on what I'm doing. I mean, we can also try that. We can also try that, but it's the same as this. It's the same. The only difference is that here I have control on, you know, the different parameters. So for example, the camera height, I want to set it programmatically, right? But doing this or doing this is basically the same. It's identical. The difference that here I can I can by parameters, you know, do stuff, but it's the same. If you want to do it the other way, I can do it the other way. The problem is not to have the spring arm component here and to have the camera here. The problem is to use that one when we are mounting the creature, right? So I could do that, and I could do that. Is the camera below the spring or vice versa? I don't remember. The parent is the spring. Yes, the parent is the spring. I can avoid doing this, and I can do it like this, okay? And I can also position the camera, you know, wherever we want it to position. I mean, it's fine. I can do that. The problem is that probably this camera will be used. Right, so I can do it this way. And when we mount, we don't switch the camera, so this one is not done. So the engine will try to find a camera in the creature, right? And it will try to use this one, right? And not just clicked on the node in the graph. What? What do you mean the node? Which node? Man, you have to be more specific. Which node? Which node? The spring arm component. Use pawn control rotation. This one. Use pawn control rotation. If this component is placed on a pawn, it should use the view control rotation of the pawn where possible. Yeah, but consider that our camera is not moving with the pawn. Our pawn is moving and the camera is standing still, right? You saw how our character moves, right? So you can do a 360 with your character and the camera stands still, right? By the way, let me try this one second, because this one I think I never tried. So we add the spring arm and the camera in a simple way. And then if you want, I will click on this one, okay? But for now, I don't want to click it. For now, I don't want to click it. We can do a test in 2 steps, okay? We do this test first. So this test is this test. Let's say that this test is another test. This test is, well, actually it's this one. Actually it's this one. The only difference is that I added also the spring arm. I think the test was this one. And the problem, local I mean, on the creature. And the problem was that I cannot rotate the camera anymore and the movement was wrong. But maybe the movement was wrong because I had the use controller rotation on the creature. That's possible. Yeah, but Filthy, the important point here is that everything works well, you know, in my character. The problem is when I mount the creature, because I'm possessing another pawn, okay? So the relation between the camera and the pawn is getting removed or destroyed, and that is what is causing the problem. So we are not in a normal situation. Normal situation, what you say obviously works, but okay. Now we have the camera. You see where it's positioned? It's positioned where we put it in the blueprint, right? It's roughly here, right? So it's I put it to the right just to be sure that it was, you know. And it's looking slightly down. Now it doesn't seem to be looking slightly down, but okay, it's looking like that. Now if I try to move the camera with my mouse, you see it's not moving. If I try to move with my character, it's moving completely wrong. Right? So if I press back, it goes right. If I press forward, it goes left. You know, so it's completely fucked up. It's completely fucked up. Okay, now we try with the pawn control rotation. Wait. Local spring arm, can take camera movement is wrong. Okay, so that is what is happening, right? Now we try local spring and local spring arm plus pawn control rotation. Pawn control rotation on the arm, right? Pawn control rotation on the arm. Pawn control rotation on the arm. Okay. Do we also have a pawn control rotation on the camera? Yes. But anyway, the camera is a child of the spring, you know? So in theory, it should do 100% what the spring is doing, right? So if the spring is pawn control rotation, even if we don't specify it, it should be the same also on the camera, right? So in theory, that setting is valid for both. That setting is valid for both. Someone explained it to you yesterday? That's good though, because we need it now. We need it now. Okay. Let's summon our pet and let's mount it. I don't know why the character is like disappearing for a second, but okay, now I can move my camera, which is nice. And movement seems to be fine. Movement seems to be fine, boys. Okay, the only thing that is not working is the zoom. I mean, is the zoom of the... But this is working as well. Even the up-down is working. I'm pretty impressed. The only thing that is not working is the... I mean, the movement is a bit stiff, but this is just because we are, you know, applying a strong rotation. Okay, that is very good. Thank you, Filthy. So, with the pawn control rotation, I can rotate the camera. So I can rotate the camera, and movement seems to be work well. The problem that we still have, like it was here as well, is the zoom. We cannot zoom, but we cannot zoom. I think I can fix it. We cannot zoom. I think I can fix it. Now you also can attach the character to the socket. It won't affect the camera shake. Why? Hello, Naraku. Hi. How are you? Welcome to the stream. Okay, so this is very good though, because it means that creating a separate camera and a separate spring arm for our character actually worked, right? So in theory, let me just do one thing. If I remove just to test, because I just want to see if I was doing something wrong before, right? If I delete the camera and I delete the spring arm, right? And I create it this way, right? And I create it this way, with the only difference that I do use pawn control rotation, okay? Which is the one that I was missing. And then we add the camera component, we attach the component, we activate the camera, we do everything else, right? Let me just see if we have the same result. In theory, yes, okay? It should be identical. You said attach to root because the camera gone crazy. Now you don't need to. No, I didn't attach to root. No, I didn't say attach. Did I say attach to root? I don't remember. I don't think so. Did I? Maybe I did. I don't know. I don't know. So, okay, we have our guy there, right? Everything is working. I mount. No, it's different. It's different. Why is different? Why is different? Why is different? Because I have the Z to Z and X to 0, 0. Yeah, but the Z should be 100 in theory. Let me try minus 400 and minus 50. Ah, fuck. Because I didn't attach it. Wait. I didn't attach it here, boys. I didn't attach it. Yeah, but anyway, let me go minus 450 in any case. Because there is, anyway, we need to set the position of that thing. Yeah, but at the moment that piece of code was not executed, huh? So was a fake test. But anyway, the position that pawn rotation seemed to be good for us. Seems to be good because it's doing what we want. Because it's doing what we want. Okay. Yes, the camera now is... the problem though is that it's fucked up. Yeah, it fucks up. It looks like if I attach it the other way, you know, if I attach it by code, is not connected to the... I don't know, it's weird. Okay. Let's not make our life harder. Let's add it directly to the... So I don't know what is the difference though. I mean, I didn't learn... What is the difference between doing it like this and doing it the other way? But you know what? I don't care. We do it the way it works. We do it the way it works. So let me delete all of that. And we just say... we just say this. And we just say we added a new camera and spring arm. We add a new camera spring arm to be used when we mount the character, and we set use pawn rotation on the spring arm, right? This is what we did. And this is working. If I do it with nodes, for some reason it's not working, but I have zero interest at the moment to know why. The important point is working. So basically for all our mounts only, characters, all our character mounts, we will add a spring arm, right? Which you see that is called spring arm 1 because actually it already exists on character BP. It's created automatically. But if I have 2, I think it's not a problem. And also the camera will be called camera 1, right? But it's fine. I don't care. As long as it works, I don't really care. So this is only for our flying creatures. Now, the problem is the zoom. But the zoom... Because the zoom is trying to assign... I mean... The zoom is working on spring arm and not working on spring arm 1, right? So maybe you know what we can do? We can assign we can assign spring arm to spring 1 only for this character and see what happens. Because this spring arm is the one that is in the father class, right? And is the one that actually is used for zooming. Because I think that when we zoom with the spring arm, the basic one. Yes, E is the key for everything now, Digistar. So try to press E when you are with your mouse. I can show you something. I think it's easier. It's easier if I show you. But E is the interact key. And so, for example, if you drop an item, if you drop this, if you drop this, if you drop this, if you drop this, and then you mouse over and you go E, 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 it picks it up. Right? E, 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 E. So E is interact. If there is a door and you press E, is opening the door. If there is an NPC and you press E, is speaking with him. If there is a mount and you press E, you mount it. If you are already on a mount and you press E, you dismount it. So basically, in general, press E a lot. Press E whatever you want to do and it will do something. At least that's the idea. Now I still need to improve it a bit, but that's the idea. You can press E everywhere. Now we can also zoom, boys. Now we can also zoom. I mean, it's looking a bit weird, but... Bro, why I see this camera? I mean, this camera will be seen only... And why my character is rotated? But anyway, it's working 10 times better than before. I mean, this camera will not be seen anyway in your client, because in the client all these objects get disabled. There is a debug camera, but the only problem is that the drifter is going super slow, because is using my speed. Is not using the creature speed. That's another problem. So when we are mounting now, but it is working, huh? I think it is working. I don't know why sometimes we get weird rotations. Now the problem is, can I cannot press inventory anymore. I cannot open my inventory while I'm on the mount. Oh fuck. I know why. Lol. Hey, because all my controls are on the other character. So if I have my inventory already open, I will be able to use it, I think. So I will be able to drop a weapon. Yes, I can. I don't know if I will be able to pick it up. Probably not, because I'm too far. I think I'm too far from it. And if I go too close, I'm in the... No? I can click it, but I cannot pick it up. I don't know if because I'm too far. But anyway, this is kind of a special case, you know. You can just dismount and... Ouch. Server crashed. Maybe dropping a weapon is not a good idea. Maybe dropping a weapon... Receive item because now, you know what is the problem? Is that all the functions are trying to go in my other, right? In the Kleros or Klyros. Like receive item interact window. I mean, the request went out, but when I asked the interact window on that item, he tried to send to me, but it was not me anymore, because in reality now it's the creature. Hey, that's a big mess, boys. I think we can fix it anyway. You see, this actor get control. Because this one is still using the old one. It's not using get PS controller. So, strange that we didn't catch it though, because I think I did a search, no? Get controller. All get controller should now be get PS controller. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. There are still a number. Okay, we need to fix all of those. Otherwise, we need to search all the get controllers in the code and change them to get PS controller, because get PS controller, by the way, is also simplifying the code, but is this one is taking in account if we have a mount. You see, if mount blah blah blah, if blah blah blah, right? But didn't we change this already? No, we didn't. We changed it only for the PS pawn. All these ones should become get PS controller. You know, and also we are saving all this cast and stuff, because get PS controller is automatically a plane shift controller. So except here, because here is where we really want the controller of the mount. And probably except here, because this is working on the AI controller, which has nothing to do with us. Let me change it also in this, because I don't know if one day I will uncomment that line and I will problem, warning, Hey, this is the case. There is the case in which a character is dying, right? Now the problem is, can the mount die? Because if the mount can die, this piece of code will not work anymore, because this one is assuming get controller is assuming that is a PSAI controller. If I change it to get PS controller, then it will return. No, it is not working. There is no working because this get PS controller is always returning a mount. Sorry, is always returning a player controller and not a PS guy controller. So if I do it like this line will never work. This line will never work. So I think that I need to do something different. I think I need to determine before this if the receiver is a mount or is a player. So yes, exactly. So I need to determine if he's a player. And if he's a player, fuck, when I press the wrong keys. If he's a player, we just continue, okay? If he's a player, we just continue. If he's not a player... He's an NPC. He's an NPC in the larger sense. You know, meaning he's not a player. He's not a player, so can be NPC or mount or pet, right? So it's everything else that is not a player. And so in this case, I can use the get controller the old way. This one here now it will work. And if he's a player, we do nothing because anyway we were doing nothing anyway. In this thing, we were just checking for NPC to send the remove from 8 list, right? Okay, that's a good fix. That's a good fix. Send active spells. Send active spells. I think we should also use PS controller, otherwise it will never work. Send spell to clients. We need absolutely to use get PS controller or it will never work. I mean, it will never work if we are on a mount, okay? So this change is for when we are on a mount. You think they should add voice command to the code? Yeah, it's a bit too heavy though, but maybe in the future when there will be no limitations of space anymore. Maybe in the future they will do it. I don't know if everyone would like to do it though, because then it will remain your voice attached to something. Get brain. Get brain. Here we are inside NPC, so for sure we are not a player. So this get controller is fine. Seems we are going through the same ones that we had before. Every get controller that is inside if NPC is okay. We don't have a problem with that. We have a problem with the ones that are outside of let me do a search. Let me do a search of get controller current project. Okay, so we scan everything because I want to catch them all. Here we are inside NPC brain again, and so get controller is fine. Here we are inside NPC, get controller is fine. NPC manager remove, I don't know what he's doing, but he's removing. What is removing? I don't know, but it's fine anyway. Percept, this is all NPC stuff, so... This one, for example. This one, for example, yes, we are in the player view, and so or we change it to PS controller, or when you are on a mount, it will not work. And the same here. All these ones are broken. All these ones are broken if you are on a mount. So if you want to play a mini game while you are on a mount, or if you want to receive the faction standings while you are on a mount, now is fixed, before was broken. This one I think I cannot change. This one will change it anyway, even if it's commented, because I don't want to leave inconsistency. I mean, all this one in reality we will never use. Like, there is a game master trying to get the path displayed as debug information, and it needs to be on a mount for this to break, right? But since we are here, I can fix it. Also, is removing this ugly cast, you know, and I think is nice because it's cleaning up the code. Yeah, all these ones are needs to be fixed. All this one needs to be fixed. Display waypoints. I think there are 1 million. There are 1 million of those. 1 million. I think there are more than 100. I can probably, you know what? I can probably do this and do a full substitution. Because anyway, if this is the line with actor GM, I'm 100% sure that I can substitute it in the current file at least. Maybe in the current file. Fuck, there were only 2? 2 left. Okay. There were only 2 left, boys. No, but there are more for sure. No, there are no more? Okay, easy. Not in this file at least. But in other files, I think there are. I mean, I'm sure there are others in the other files, but... Current project. Hey, the problem now is that the search is restarting from... So NPC manager, no. Other relation, no. This one, 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 no. 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 Script operation, start to move NPC. Well, if he's inside NPC, it's okay. Well, maybe in the future NPC can mount creatures. So if NPC could mount creatures, we will have a problem here in the future. But I don't want to think about it now. At the moment, our NPC cannot... cannot ride creatures. Quest manager, this one for example is important. Quest manager. If you are receiving quest or doing quest while you are on a mount, you know, NPC response, this is still on the... But basically, every time we have player, I could do a mass substitution maybe, but I don't know. It's a bit risky. Receive item detail. Yes, this one was the one that we just found that it was not working. This is the one that crashed the client before. Send info to client. Boys, I think there are really hundreds of those ones, so don't hold your breath, okay? Just relax. I will be doing this substitution work for some time. Just relax. Here we are inside send skill, exactly the same. So it's good because I'm also removing all the ugly cast. No, this one no. Send chat, yes, absolutely. All these ones will not work if you are on a mount, and now they will be working. They will be working. But anyway, fuck. Just a second though, just a second. Because when we are speaking with NPC, I think here we may have a problem, because when we are speaking with NPC, the NPC is receiving the chat message as well now, and the NPC obviously doesn't have a player controller, right? No. I'm saying something stupid. Because it was anyway casted to Planeship player controller base, so no way. All the ones that are casted to this, we can convert. Is exactly the same, because they were already player controllers. So no fear, okay? No fear. Everything is going to work fine. No fear. Boys, there are 1 million of those. 1 million. I know. This search will never finish. This search will never finish. Will never finish. Will never finish. Will take me days. No, days no, but... Days no, but like for example, this one is about trading, right? When you trade items. If you trade items while you are on a mount, it will break. Unless we do this change. But now we do it, and so it will not break anymore. But you see all the cases basically everywhere in the code where we have this. Everywhere. Every single interaction between players. Every single interaction of a player to something in the game. It will freaking break. Now, the good news is that now that we have our own function, which is get PS controller, instead of the standard Unreal Engine get controller, right? If we have to do another change, we can just do it inside that function, and everything will be good. And everything will be fine. NPC, sorry, not trading one on mount. Yes, exactly. Yeah, but then also mini games, also trading with players. You see, group disband. If you are adding someone to a group while you are on a mount, I mean, freaking everything that we have in the game is going through this function. Everything. Guilds, look, now we have all the guilds command. Guilds, alliances, everything, combat. Absolutely everything. Absolutely everything. We are gonna do this forever. Like here is different. Get controller is okay because there is a pet, and so it's okay to have the normal get control because anyway it's a pet. Sector event check. Interesting. Here we are checking for music, for background music. Boys, there is a lot. Sending questions. Confirmation dialogues. Receiving confirmation of dialogues. Member of groups. Poof. Member of groups. Poof. We have everything. We have absolutely everything here. Updating containers. Look at the volume. Look at the volume of code we have in this freaking game. Finished? Do you think it's really finished? Okay, let's do another round and see. Pet. ALS we cannot change. This is good. This is good because it's an NPC. NPC. Okay. NPC fine. A tall target, I have no idea, but it's okay. This is okay. NPC brain. That is fine. That is okay. This is okay. Tribes. NPC manager. Character base. Okay, I think we catch them all, boys. Now we have a really long list to write in your next change log. No, because you know, for the players. What is this thing, by the way? What the fuck is this? What? It's this. Uh-oh. Why? What I wanted to say? No, because for the players, you know, if you are a player and you say, oh, what changed? my change log is I just improved mounts a bit, or well, they say I fixed mounts, but they don't know that there are, you know, all these changes to do just to fix mounts. See what is free this week. Hey bro, what is free this week? We know already, I got it. Fixed gear controller on line 15, fixed gear controller on line 150, fixed gear... Yeah, that would be an easy change log, but I don't think players will really like it too much. No? We are building, boys. There is a syntax error anyway. There is a syntax error. Yes, there is. Or not. Why? Cannot read this thing. It's so... Group, get member, get PS controller, receive vitals. Okay. And receive vitals as all of this. Yes, what do you mean error? Syntax error. What? Receive. Ah, yes, it's missing. But why? It was not missing before, so why is missing now? Player ID, vital, mana rate. Ah, because there is one more here. That's why. It's not that he's missing one, it's that he has one more. He has one more, boys. Maybe like the release notes of U4. Yeah, but they are very good. I really like when I say... I mean, as a developer... Guild of Dungeoneering. I think I got this already. Yeah, he's already in library. I don't know what he's doing, but looks interesting. I mean, as a developer, when you see, you know, the long list of fixes, it's anyway nice. But if you are a player, I think you're like, okay. Okay, what this does for me? I mean, you don't really like to see all that stuff, right? Or maybe you do, I don't know. Okay, we are recompiling. And we did a lot of good fixes. A lot. Believe it or not. Ah, we'll still need to do one fix though, which is the speed. Wait, before starting maybe... Wait. The problem we have is that the speed of the mount is not correct, right? Because it's taking the speed of my character for whatever reason. Why is taking the speed of my character? If I possessed that creature, the creature should have his own speed, no? The character movement should be the character movement of that creature, right? Ah, but probably because when I spawn the pet... Wait. When I spawn the pet, I don't set his speed. No. I do for sure. When I spawn the pet... Wait, when I spawn the pet... when I spawn the pet... When we spawn the pet, do we spawn it normally? Or do we spawn it just for the pet with some separate code? Let me see. Pet summon. Right? We are searching pet summon. Pet summon is here. Blah 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 blah. Blah 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 blah. Blah blah blah. Very nice. Blah blah blah. Oh my god, why this code is so long? Okay, because you can do so much with pets. Okay, we are summoning the pet here. How do we do it? Load character data. We need to force a reload if a familiar was morphed. Oh my god, we are also morphing familiars. Oh my god, this game. Load character data. Pet data. Check for an existing session. Create owner pet. Yeah, but when do we spawn it? We spawn it here? In load character data? I don't think so. Ah, yes, we spawn it here. Okay, we spawn it here. Let me put a bookmark. So let's put a bookmark. Control F2. So here is where we spawn it. Now the question is, are we reading his speed as well? Are we setting? In theory, yes, because we do the character load, we do everything. I mean, there is the standard NPC loading code, so in theory we do everything, including... Maybe it's just set as low in the database, I don't know. I mean, in theory not, but maybe it is. Let me check. Drifter. Where is the drifter? Do you see it? I don't see it. Okay, where name equal to drifter. Okay, the drifter has a speed 400, 850, 1200. So definitely should be faster than me, because the player is way lower than this. So if these speed are actually loaded, right? If those speed are loaded, and they should, because this is the standard, you know. This is the standard loading code for everything, so I think it's easier if I go in debug mode, because if I search here I go crazy. But there should be a speed somewhere. Oh my Jesus. Fuck. I'm pretty sure we said, let me search max walk speed, okay? Okay, set race info, get car movement and max walk speed, air info, exactly, speed walk, right? Override also the ALS tables, override ALS movement table. Override ALS movement table. Yeah, you see that we are overriding all the speed. Now the problem is that when we are on a mount, I don't know if this piece of code is still getting used or not. That I have no idea. I think the code is still thinking that we are the other character. But how do I know this? How do I know who is who? Oh my god, this stuff of the speed is a mess. How do I know? Hello, Dragos. Hi. How do I know? Because okay, if he reads from the character component, right? Obviously, is wrong. I mean, I can try to change it in the character component. If it goes faster, it's broken because he should read from our database. Right? So I don't want him to use the standard movement. But I don't think just print the speed. No, I know it's low because he walks like a cat. You should go double the speed. So is used, but is switching, right? Is switching between walk, run, and sprint. So it means that he understands the 3 speed also for the mount, right? Which is interesting. So this means that this override is still happening, right? This overridable race on change is still happening. I mean, this set race info is happening. I think that I have the same problem that I had with the other function. So also this function should know that I'm on a mount, and if I am on a mount, it should use the speed of the mount, right? And at the moment it's not doing that. It doesn't know. So this override ALS, you see? This override ALS, I think I'm pretty sure that is getting my Kleros movement here. I'm pretty sure it's getting my Kleros movement here. Okay, let me launch it. Let me launch the server in debug mode, right? And we just check when this is called. And we check, but I think that this one will be called only on the initial loading, right? I don't think it's called at runtime in any way. I mean, when I run or when I move, I mean, this one is called only one time. And it's called on the load of the character. But it's very strange that for the mount is not working. Because in theory this function... Okay, we will see. But when I summon the pet... When I summon the pet, in theory we should go through this. Yes. I'm pretty sure. We will see it now, but I'm pretty sure that when we summon the pet, we go through that. Okay, let's connect. And we will find out the solution to this mega puzzle. This mega puzzle which is making an MMO. Okay, you see now I'm loading the character and I'm going through this. This is my character, okay? And I'm overriding whatever. And walk speed is 180, run is 320, sprint is 600. So it's half, I mean, it's about half of the one of the creature. Right, and this is okay because I'm loading in with my character. Now, still loading. It's still loading. Okay, so now we summon our pet. Now, as soon as I click on this button, in theory we should stop there. Yes, and we do. So you see that now here we are loading this stuff. Let me see what we are loading. We are loading 400, 850, and 1200. So we are loading the correct speed for this creature, right? So the creature has the proper speed, I have the proper speed. So if I... Now this creature I think is following me all the time. No, at the moment it's not following me. Okay, nice. But if I am here and I ask him to follow, assuming that I'm at range, is the server running? Yeah, the server is running. Maybe I'm not at range. I don't know, something happened. It seems to be... Okay, you see how fast he is? Now I cannot simulate it too much because... But, I mean, what I want to say is that by himself, he is fast. You see how fast it goes? So he is fast and I am slow. Now, if I mount him, right? We have the request mount, we have the rider relationship, we have whatever. If I mount him, apart from the camera that by default is zoomed in, but that's not a problem. I think I am slow. No? Now I'm sprinting. Now I'm not sprinting. Now I'm walking. I think is low, right? I mean, we can print it out, yes, but I mean, I can count how much time it takes for me to go from here to there. I don't know, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Right? It takes me like 8 seconds to go from here to there. And if I'm going with my character, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, exactly 8. So he's moving exactly at my speed, right? So why this is happening? Why it is happening? Why it is happening? Because I was thinking that when I possess, automatically I'm using the character movement of that character, no? I mean, that was my assumption. Maybe it was a wrong assumption, but... people don't seem to ask these questions, so it seems that it's probably only my problem, or anyway, or they don't have this issue because they never used it. But so when I possessed the creature, I was thinking. That I would get his speed, right? Why I'm not getting his speed? Is he still fast? Let me check if he's still fast after I mount him. Yes, he's still fast. He's still fast. Ha. 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 Now what? Now what? Where do we find the point? Where do we find the point where this guy... I mean, movement is handled by character movement component. There's no way. Character movement component. I mean, that guy is anyway an ALS character, right? Yes, it is. And an ALS... So that creature has an ALS character movement component inside of him, right? He does have this. He does have this. So he will go through this when he's moving. He will go through this when he's moving. How do I see the walk speed? Wait a second. Filter out non-ALS characters. Max walk speed. New walk speed. On movement updated. And the problem is that if I put a breakpoint here, we will break continuously, because even if I'm standing still, this function is getting called anyway, right? So it's not very easy for me to debug. You see, as soon as I click it, it stops. Because here we have the speed in theory, but let me see if I put it here. Walk speed 375. 375 walk speed is the default for the yeah, 375 is the default run for a normal character. No, it's not even 375, it's 120. That's strange. I'm looking at the right table. Yes, I am. Okay. But it can be anyone else, in theory. It can be any other character. Because I think this function is called for all the character. For all the characters in the game, and it's called continuously. Clear Osef. This one is me anyway, you see? Clear Osef. Clear Osef. 375. I think it's only called for me, because for the other guy... For the other guy, we bail out with this thing. So we are never setting this. But I don't think the problem is here, because here is just taking the new walk speed that is coming, I don't know from who. But that is not the problem. The problem... set max walking speed. New max walk speed 320. Why this function is called continuously, by the way? I don't understand. Why we are continuously changing the speed? I mean, we should not be calling this function continuously. Everything is standing still. Update dynamic movement, update character movement. I don't understand really. Why we are calling this function continuously? Don't use curves, use curves. Update dynamic movement setting networked. Bro, I'm standing still. I mean, it's not doing much. It's only setting a variable. So, but anyway, I think would be better, you know, to do the check here, so we don't call all these functions for nothing. Because in reality, we are going through this, and then we are setting exactly the same speed, right? We are continuously setting the same speed over and over and over and over and over, even if we're not standing still. When you possess, you get the speed of the pawn should be faster. I agree, but it's not happening. It's not happening. Why is not happening? Because he is fast, right? We saw him. We saw him. He is fast. At least he's faster than me. Look at how quick he comes to me. Like, so he is fast, but the problem is that I cannot do it from too far, because if I do it from too far, he doesn't hear me. He doesn't hear me, that's the problem. Yeah, he's faster than me, you see, he catch me up anyway. If I run at the maximum speed, he's catching me up with his medium speed. So definitely he is faster. Because I was sprinting and he was not sprinting. So his 800 speed was catching my 600, right? So definitely he is fast. I don't understand why when I go on top of him, apart from the fact that the movement is not smooth at all. But you know why? Probably because I think he's trying to follow me. It may be that this guy what is unfollow or is Stay, no, it's stay. Doesn't give me a message, but I assume that he agreed. Yeah, the movement is better now, yes. So the problem is that I think he was trying to follow me as well. But that I can fix, okay? So he's trying to follow me while I'm... and so he was like going back and forth a bit. I mean, that is okay, but still he has the wrong speed. Can you put a breakpoint and inspect his speed? Yeah, but he's slow, look, he's slow. I mean, why you need it? Look how he moves, he's moving super slow. I mean, I'm 100% sure that he's slow. And the problem is that putting a breakpoint is not that easy because every creature in the game is moving at the moment and they are using all the same code. So if I put a breakpoint like I tried, you know, I will read the speed of everyone. And I think anyway, I mean, where do I put the breakpoint? Because it's not... I mean, it's inside a Unreal Engine. I don't know, when he's switching, in theory when I'm switching sprint speed, I can put it... Let me see, where do we have the switch of speed? Where do we have the switch? Wait. I think the problem may be on the switch. Where do I have the switch of speed? In theory it's here, but as soon as I put the breakpoint it stops. No, now it's not stopping. Okay. Because I think that this one is happening only on the client side. It's locally controlled, you see. I think it's here, probably. Yes, it's there. 375, 650. So we are switching. Now I did sprint, right? I did the sprint. And my character switched from 375 to 600. If I go in walk mode, now I'm in walk mode, I switch from 375 to 175. You see? So he's really using my speed. He's using my speed. And not the speed of the creature. I don't know why 175, but it's a bit strange. I mean, it should be... I mean... Kleros is not 175, it's 180. But anyway. I mean, he's rounding it a bit. Ah, because it's, I think it's for my weight. Because I have some items on me. Ah, yes. It's multiplied by the inventory. So if I'm over capacity, no, if I have some weight, it's slowing down my speed a bit. Okay, so that's probably why it's 175, but it's okay. But it's using my speed. It's using my speed. Okay, what we can do, you know what we can do? We can debug it again and check, you know, where it's coming from. The problem is that it's coming from an RPC. Set max walking speed. Fuck. Set max walking speed. So actually it's coming from a blueprint. It's coming from a blueprint? It should not come from a blueprint. But yes, it's coming from a blueprint. There is a blueprint that is calling this. But sorry, is it coming from a blueprint also when I'm by myself? I think yes, but let me just double check, okay? Yes, it's coming from the same blueprint thingy. Set max walk speed, okay. It's coming from a blueprint. I mean, I was thinking it was coming that, but okay, it's coming from a blueprint. The blueprint can be server side. Yeah, you can check. Yeah, I'm checking. I'm just surprised that it's coming from that function, because in theory it should be coming from my function, the one that I override, you know, to set our creature's speed. The one I'm overriding to set our creature speed. So it seems that somehow it's still going through the animation of my character. No, it's impossible. The animation blueprint? No, but the animation blueprint cannot be mine, right? The animation blueprint, everyone has his own animation blueprint. I have mine, my creature has his own, and set max walk speed. Set max walk speed. It must be somewhere, boys. What the fuck? What? Not found? Okay, not found. So it's probably a server call then. It's not a blue. Yeah, probably is. Probably is this one then. Wait a second. Why is not going through this? ILS character movement yeah, it's still in the. It's still, sorry, I think I know where it is. Character movement component, set max walk speed. Let me search everywhere in the current project this, because it must be somewhere else. I don't know where, but it must be somewhere else. It's here. Update dynamic movement standalone. Get current movement setting. Is here somewhere. But the question is, okay, let me try to do it now. Now I'm not on top of the creature. So apart from this, no, I'm not going through that. I'm not going through this function. Maybe I'm going through this function. Yes, it seems so. I'm continuously going through this function. Update movement setting networked. The problem is that why we are doing it continuously. I don't understand this. If the character speed, look, is saying if the get character movement max walk speed is different than max walk speed, so only if it's different, go here, right? If I click on this, with every player that is standing still in the game, is still breaking up. I mean, it's still executing the breakpoint. What the fuck? I cannot see this value, unfortunately. I mean, I can, I guess. If I find the character movement component. But I don't know where the hell to search it. Character movement. think it's the... No, that my client will time out. Did he time out? No, he didn't time out. Yay. We have character movement here. We have character movement here. Character movement. Right. Max walk speed 375. Max walk speed 375. Right? How can he say that it's different? 320. 320. Because there is the encumbrance that is going on. Mistakes were made. Mistakes were made. Okay. I mean, this is a small change, but I have to do it. Which is this. Otherwise, we go through this function continuously. This is why we were changing the speed continuously, because the max walk speed was not multiplied by the encumbrance thingy. Right? In theory, or I compare with this one. Or I just multiply this one as well by the encumbrance law. Which is okay, I can do that. So we will not go... Okay, unfortunately I need to recompile it. But this is cleaner, because at least we don't go through it all the time. Yes, I found a bug actually. It is a bug. It is a bug. It is a bug. Because when he's doing this comparison, he's comparing the wrong numbers. I mean, it's not a game-breaking bug, but definitely it was continuously updating the speed while it should not, right? I don't know if there are other places where I do this comparison, but in theory, no. But yes, it is a bug, definitely. Okay, succeeded. So we can try again, and now at least we will enter into this function only when we change our speed. So when we move from walking to running, from running to sprinting, right? Now the problem is that here is getting this update dynamic movement setting. So the thing that I want to see now that we will brake properly, right? I want to see if when I'm on the creature, when I'm mounting, right, I'm getting the right values. Probably not, but I don't understand why I should not get the proper value, but fuck, I relaunched the server. Bad idea. Okay. The server is running, the client is loading. Yeah, this is a good bug that we found anyway. I think it's a good bug. I don't know how much overhead, you know, but definitely some overhead. We should remember to ask the pet to unfollow. I don't know where to put it, but probably here. Remember to ask the pet to stop follow when you mount, because otherwise the movement is fucked up, because his brain is moving it in one direction and I'm driving him in another direction, so it may be a bit weird. Maybe a bit weird. Okay, I will go. Fuck, go. Okay. We are loading in, right? And now, let me just test this. So this should not be, fuck. It's called anyway. Why is 320? The encumbrance is 1, so it's not the encumbrance. I think we have a problem. I think we have a problem that our speed is not read properly. Our speed is not read properly, I think. Our speed is not read properly. No. There is a more fundamental issue here. There is a more fundamental issue. Okay, easy. Walk speed, 1000, 2000, 3000. 1000, because there is the male and the female. There are two lines because one is male, the other is female. Save. I think there is something not working, because the 375 I think is the default in Unreal somehow. I was thinking that the difference was for the encumbrance, I mean the items that I have on my inventory, but no, it's not, because the encumbrance is 1, so it's multiplying by 1. So I think that our speed is not getting used at the moment. Yes, it's not. Oh fuck. Okay. Okay, so that's why, because our setting at the moment are not functioning. If I'm on the right table, but I think I am, and I'm on the right race, and I think I am, and I'm on the right field, and I think I am, it's not working. It's not working, boys. So we need to fix first this, the speed on our character, and then we can fix it on the mount. And then I think on the mount it will work automatically. You always get 600. Yeah, but maybe we have 375. I don't know, but it's definitely not. Now I said 1000, you know, and it's not doing it. I'm not moving at 1000 speed. So there is definitely something. Okay. It's fine. At least we found the problem. I mean, the problem is that the override speed is not getting applied. Okay. So, in theory, this function, which is current movement settings, right, is the one that is reading the movement settings. And my idea was that we were overriding this when I call override, you know, override whatever. Override ALS movement model, right? When we set the race of our character. So when we set the race, we also call this, and in override ALS, right, we set the movement data, velocity, standing, walk speed, blah blah blah, and we set all the stuff, right? Now it seems that this is not the same thing that is getting used then at runtime. So probably I'm overriding the wrong parameters. I'm overriding something else. That's the only explanation. I'm overriding something else. So this get target movement settings is probably not reading that. Get target movement settings. Movement data, velocity, direction, standing. But movement data, velocity, direction, standing is the same one. Movement data, velocity, direction is the same. It's exactly this one. So why is not doing it? Maybe he's setting this after me. I mean, did I do the override and then he's reading the data after and he's overriding my override? Because that seems to be the only solution, eh? Okay, but we can follow this, huh? We can follow this in debug mode. We can check when this is called. And we can check when, I don't know when the default settings are read, but probably the default settings are read from blueprints, I think. We can see when this is called, but let me see if there is another movement data. I think this movement data, set movement model, there it is. This one is the one, I think this one is the default. Because it's reading from a table, from a data table, from a Unreal Engine data table. Right? So we need to see if this one is getting called after my override, and probably it is. Probably it is. We will see. We will see right now. As soon as I enter, right? As soon as I log in with this guy. Because I didn't load any NPC in the game, so I am the only character at the moment. Okay, he's doing set movement model. And it seems he's doing it before. And here we have the 375, you see? Okay. Then he's calling mine. You see that he's calling mine. So actually mine is called after. And here I'm doing this. Let me just see that it's correct now. So movement data, velocity 1000, yes. 1000, 2000, 3000. Velocity direction, looking direction. There are two. There are two, boys. And we are using the other one. Okay, I think we discovered the problem. I think we discovered the problem. I think we discovered the problem. And I can show you this problem if I do this. Look. Look at this magic. If it happens. If it happens. Look at this magic. Going slow. No, it doesn't work. Strange. Because I'm changing the movement mode. But okay, but anyway. But anyway, that still is a, okay. But anyway, we're okay. I think that strange. I don't know why it didn't do it, but fine. So we have two things. We have velocity direction and we have looking direction. We have to override both because they are used in different times, but we need to override both. So we need to do this. We basically need to duplicate all of that, right? We need to duplicate every line. We need to duplicate every line. And then we need to have looking direction. Looking direction, looking direction, looking direction, looking direction, looking direction, looking direction. Okay. So this way we are overriding both velocity mode because ALS has two different velocity modes. It's a bad day for this bug. Yeah, it was hiding, but I think we found it. I don't know, we will see, but I think we are very close. I think we are very close. I think we are very close because here is reading the wrong one. So now we are setting both, you know, velocity and looking to the same, right? Yeah, so our override was not working. Our override was not working, boys. It's okay. Mistakes were made. Okay. I just let it go. Okay, now we should move at... Fuck, we're moving slow anyway. We are moving slow anyway. Bro, but it's not possible. Okay. Okay, why we are moving slow anyway? So if we did the override, right, and we did it, because we did it, and we saw 1000. Now we didn't debug, but I saw 1000 before. Now, why now when we are switching speed, right? Why when we are switching speed and getting the model, whatever? Where was the... Fuck. Where was the get model thingy? Not here. I mean, that is a good fix anyway. That is a good fix anyway because it's in any mode we are using the same speed. Okay, so which I think is anyway a good idea. Fuck, where was the thing? Or movement mode change. Get character movement mode walking. Set movement state. No, where was the function that was changing between... Ah, here is this one, eh? No, it's not this one. There are too many functions. Do you remember the name of the function? Here. Update character movement. No, it was the one with the comparison of the speed, no? Yes, this one. And by the way, we are still calling it continuously. New max speed 1000, you see? Here is saying new max speed 1000. New max speed 1000. It says 1000. And we are setting get character move. I think we are not setting it. Because you see the get character movement walk speed is still 370 whatever. I'm not setting this thing. I'm not setting it. I think I'm setting it, but I'm not setting it. Yeah, 175, 300, 600. We are not setting shit. Okay. My character movement, so I'm saying get character movement, get max speed. My character movement set walking speed. So I'm assuming that this line, right, is doing the job, right? I hope that this thing is doing the job. If pawn owner is locally controlled, we are not setting it server side. We are never going through this. We are never going through this. He's locally controlled. It means if we have the player controller, no? It means if we have the owner of the player controller, right? No, returns throw if it's controlled by a local controller. So it must be not network. Yeah, local meaning... but anyway, this is returning false. When we are on the server side, this is returning false. So we never go through this, you see. So we go through the other one. So we arrive here. Yes, continuously. We arrive here continuously. And then is locally controlled is true of ALS base character. Then we check that our speed is not the same. We try to set it. But then when we go here, we check the pawn owner. And you see that we skip it? Because the pawn owner is not locally controlled. So we are not setting the speed. Why? But this one is the standard ALS. This is the standard ALS code, right? I didn't write these lines. I did not write these lines myself. This is the ALS component, right? This is the ALS component. I have to think about this, but now it's a bit late. I think that, you know, my guess is the following, but it's only a guess, but my guess is the following. My guess is the following. We have, and then I really need to go, but my guess is the following. On the client, so the way ALS was working, I think it was working that the client speed was changed client side. And so I think that it expects a change of speed here, which is then replicated, which is then, I mean, is requested here, right? When you like change sprint or whatever. And then is replicated to the server, is validated, and is changed here. And is changed also. It's changed also here. What I see is that it seems that my change, which is the override, I do the override only on the server side, right? And the client is continuously sending the old information, so the 375, we see that is different, but we don't change, but ALS is not changing it because it's thinking to change it on the client side. Something like that. I think it's something like that, you know, that is happening. So that we are not changing it, we are not doing the override in the right place. Or yes, or maybe this bug was already there on ALS, but that's possible. Maybe not a lot of people are overriding speed, maybe, you know, server side based on a database in a networking environment. In ALS, maybe not, right? Maybe not. Okay, but anyway, I need to go. But the good thing is that we fixed the camera at least, and thank you, Filthy, for the help. So we fixed the camera, and so I think that now we can use, you know, we can properly use our mount somehow. I don't know if I fixed everything else, meaning the other changes that we did, but we did a lot of changes. And let me just see if we can pick up the item, because I think that was the problem that we had. So if I drop an item, and then I click on, you see, now it's working. You see? Now I picked up the item. At least the context menu appeared. Now the item, I don't know if, I think the server stopped or crashed. No, it didn't crash, it didn't crash. It's running. I don't have the helm though. I don't have the helm, which is a bit strange. So I just lost a very precious helm. Really? But anyway, I think maybe there is still something else, but at least we could right click and pick up, right? Before we were not able to right click and pick up, so we found some bugs to add to the release notes. Yes, this one, yes. Okay, so we just need to fix that, the speed change. But anyway, right now you can already use the mount much better than before, right? So I'm already happy. Before it was really hard to use the mount. Now is working better. It's moving okay. You can zoom the camera with the spring arm change that I did. You can jump if you want to jump. You can jump like this. Yay! Actually, I think that the Rifter should jump more than a normal character. And so everything is looking great. Everything is looking great, apart from the animation, but it's okay. So thank you for watching, guys. If you want to be nice, you can click on follow on Twitch, and you can also subscribe on YouTube. I'm trying to reach 1,000 subscribers on YouTube, but it seems to be a long way still. Maybe it went on the mount. Yeah, maybe, yes. Maybe the mount now as it is in his inventory, which would be a problem, but it's possible, yes. And also, if you want to check our Patreon site, it's patreon.com/planeshift. We are trying to reach 60 Patreons, and maybe you can join. And with the alpha, with the Patreon, you can access the alpha and get a tag on Discord. But also, you can redeem the alpha here by watching the stream. If you have 8,000 points, you can redeem the alpha here on Twitch or YouTube. Boys, I will see you tomorrow. Thanks for watching. Bye bye. Have fun. Have fun. Too many panels, too many stuff, too many things to click. Good night. Good night.